BeatStars talk about that new black power. Did it all start with a little white powder? From the 80s age of the cocaine, now we on a different page in a different campaign. What is all this talk that be coming from the stars? It was late at night when I saw one pause.
Bruh, 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 bruh. Bruh, bruh, bruh. What up, awesome avatars? We're here for another episode of Nice Conversation Season 2. I'm doing this for you, because if you're feeling blue, then you better stay true, because that's the only way we get out of this dumbass matrix. Let me cut this off and talk about some shit. So today, with the power of the Oregon, we will speak about the big event, Hyperborea. Coming very, very soon. Honestly, it's already inside our peripheral. It's already inside our dimension. We're already in it. Honestly, we're just getting more involved with it until the big event. What is this big event, you're asking? Well, let me go through my own perception of reality to show you how this can ultimately affect your life, right? So last year, I was talking a lot about gematria, numerology, how words really break things down in reality. Like the word planet means plan network. You know, Saturn means Satan. A lot of weird things going on last year, and I was like, man, 2012 was supposed to be when the Mayans say that the end of the world was supposed to be, correct? Well, in my perception last year, I was already in the level of saying that that 7 years after 2012, there's going to be a grand shift, because in a lot of biblical terms, 7-year reign of Christ, right? Christ is crystal. Crystal, if you look at Greek mythology, Christ, if you put Christ as C-H-R-Y-S-T, Christ, which is crystal. They took the A-L because A-L is E-L. It means L means the. Okay, so they really, Christ means crystal, and that's divine order. Crystal, a lot of things in our technology, you can't charge anything or have like green chips, you know, those little small microscopic chips they put in all these technology. Inside those chips, deep in a microscopic level, there's quartz crystals in it. So ultimately, crystals are our source energy. So this is the last year shit. I was talking about this last year, right? And I told myself, like, I told a lot of my friends, I was like, 12/21, 2019 is gonna be a big grand shift, right? And the reason I say that is because 7 years prior was 12/21, 2012, and a lot of people were like, oh man, the Mayans were wrong, they're stupid, they're dumb, but they didn't really break it, they didn't really research it. Everybody really in America, they just go off the surface of what they were told in the media. They don't want to go and fucking do all the work and like research what the Incas and the Mayans and the Toltecs and the Hopis and the, you know, they're very advanced in knowledge. Why don't you research more? Maybe they were talking about something deeper. A lot of people don't do that, so I did it, you know. And guess what I figured out? They were speaking about the 7-year reign of Christ. So even in the biblical, I was raised like, you know, I know a lot about 7,000 years. Break that down into numerology, that's 7 years. And literally 7 years prior to 2019 was 2012, right? If I did that right? Yeah, okay. So you have that, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm dead ass honest with you. When in 2012, that's where literally where I learned all this and this consciousness stuff. Because before that, I was not involved like with this at all. Like I thought, like I was just so involved with drinking and going to the clubs and turning up and doing all this crazy stuff. I didn't know like what was what really. I was just so like, you know, I was not like this, y'all. If any of y'all know me before, y'all know I was not like this at all. So 7 years went by after 2012, and my whole journey of 2012 to now, I literally went through a grand awakening in my own self. Like I started learning a lot about different cultures. Not like I was praising or worshiping any cultures. I just wanted to learn about different cultures. I was like, wow. So ultimately, all these cultures talk about the same thing. Ultimately, like I don't care if people, you know, of course they have different gods, whatever, but that's not the point. I'm talking about everybody believe that there's this grand new event, this big event's coming. Like we're gonna go to paradise, or we're gonna break away from hell or Hades or Armageddon, or the evil underworld, whatever you want to perceive, is all ultimately the same thing. So the big event, awesome avatars, let's breathe in that abundance and let out the happiness. we are here talking about the big event, Hyperborea, coming very soon. What is Hyperborea? I'll get to that very soon. So yeah, so I was like, whoa, okay, so this is insane. 2019, I told all my friends, I was like, yo, I truly believe, and not believe, I knowledgeably understand, using the numerology to the stars, to, you know, cultural, religion, to like science, a lot of more science, because science, if you can't give scientific proof, people don't believe shit you're talking about. So then I went through science to explain why I feel like 12/21/2019 was gonna be a big grand awakening, right? It wasn't until recently I watched this video called with Foster eBay. Check out that guy on YouTube. He is fire. Okay, he really broke some stuff down I didn't even know. So ultimately, the Gregorian, look that word up, Gregorian calendar. Let me repeat that one more time for people who don't know what that is. Gregorian calendar. This Gregorian calendar was twisted with the Romans and the Greeks a long time ago, where they messed up our timeline. So literally, the real beginning of a year is Aries, okay? And I'm not into astrology like that. This is just facts. This is something that was prior to the Romans. And you know how fucked up the Romans were. I mean, they freaking crucified Jesus. They did a bunch of shit. So why are we following Roman calendars? You know what I'm saying? And if Jesus Christ means, you know, crystal, and we are the crystal children and the indigo children, then why would we follow their calendar? And we do that to this day. So I'm gonna break that down. So basically, they twisted the situation and put 3 months. They did a delay for 3 months, right? So for 3 months, they twisted it where we're behind 3 months. So ultimately, if it's 12/21/2019, 3 months later would be what? March 21, 2020, right? So I told all my friends, this is before I knew all this, because I recently watched Foster eBay's video. So shout out to Jasper for showing Foster eBay, bro. He changed. Yo, thank you so much, Jasper. That's just crazy, yo. That dude is on a different level. And he's from Ghana or something like that, in Africa. And he's really in tune with all the people out there. So anyways, the Gregorian calendar, they pulled back 3 months from what's supposed to be. Or is it, yeah, pulled back or pulled forward? One of the two. So ultimately, in the Mayans, when they talked about these times, they were going off the Mayan calendar. And a lot of people are like, oh, did you see the Mayan calendar yourself? Did you even look at it? Like, you don't need to look at the Mayan calendar to know what the Mayan calendar is. You just need to look it up. Literally, like, the Mayan calendar starts in Aries, which is March. And then it ends in Pisces, which is February. So all our shit's fucked up. Like, the whole thing's all fucked. Like, and honestly, in spirituality, it starts with fire. Okay, and then life ends with water, because it transcends back to the ether, aka the spirit, and then we cycle back to fire again, because fire brings like the dawn of time. If you want to scientifically break that down, because y'all don't want to believe me, what was first here when the earth was created scientifically, right? I'll wait. It was fire. Fire had to do plasma advancement to gas made fire, boom, fire created a lot of fire is it creates destruction, but then it also brings life. So like, for instance, Native Americans knew about this. If there was fire in the forest, they knew that it was the beginning of a new birth, because that life is done and then needs to revive to another one. Obviously it takes a minute, but water comes down and it purifies the ground, and then you grow again, and then water brings it back to life. That's just facts. It's scientific. I don't care what y'all say. Okay, so boom, back to this big event coming up soon. Let me bring a year back, because this is why I'm so into what I feel, because I was right. And it's kind of creepy, because if you Google it, I don't want to get too far. Let me go step by step. Sorry, I'm getting too excited. But anyways, so 12/21/2019, I was telling my homies, yo, like, we're going back to Hyperborea. The Bifrost is opening up. You know, that was going off, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't know how it was going to happen, but I was so involved. I was like, yo, it's really going to happen. I don't care. And guess what happened? So 12/21/2019, nothing happened, right? But my friends were like, oh, I do kind of feel something, Tim. But you know, I know subconsciously they're like low-key, like, they think I'm crazy. But I wasn't listening to all that subconscious talk. I was like, you know what? They really was just trying to wait for my, you know, I'm not saying y'all was, but low-key, like, unless y'all were really serious, you would have done the research, and y'all didn't. You guys were just trying to follow out. It's fine, I get it. But guess what happened? Guess what happened? Can you guess it? Awesome avatars? What happened? COVID-19 happened. Now, when I said that this was going to be the beginning of a new way, I didn't say it was gonna happen simultaneously. I just said it's gonna be beginning worldwide. Something's gonna happen to humanity where we have to realize our real life. Okay? And guess what happened in 12/21, December of 2019, the Wuhan virus came into America. And you can look it up. Look it up. Wuhan virus, okay? Look it up. When was the start date in America? It was in December. Now, let me trip you out real quick. When the Gregorian calendar said that, but the Mayan calendar is really what I said, Aries is the beginning of a new, right? 3 months later, guess what happened? Yeah, 03/21/2020, America gets hit with what? Lockdown. So I'm not saying I'm some type of like reader of the future. I didn't read the future. I was just going off what the Mayans said, literally. And to this day, everybody's like still sad in their house and afraid of the coronavirus and COVID. And guess what that is doing to all the awakening enlightened ones and all the spiritual ones? We're excited because first of all, I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't like the bacteria that was going on. Every time I walked around and went to places, people were like, ugh, I didn't like it. Ultimately, it's a cleanse. Like Mother Earth is literally cleaning up the earth. It's like saying, you know what, children, you guys are doing way too, and guess who the Mother Earth is? I talked about that in the last video. Sophia, okay? She's bringing Sophia, the black sun, back to this. And this is where I'm gonna go into Hyperborea. Just give me a second. So look it up. If you think I'm bullshitting, look it up. Look up when America got locked down. It was literally, Illinois literally got locked down. But the whole of March, all of March, America, all the states got locked down. Why would the government choose March to lock us down? And I know y'all like, well, Tim, what are you talking about? Well, because people were gonna die. Like, y'all don't understand that these people literally go off like numerology. Like, they're satanic as fuck, okay? They're not good people. These people who did this to us, they're not good people, okay? And if you guys think they're good people, I don't know, that's on you. But they literally go off alchemy. They go off like all this crazy like star stuff. Not saying alchemy is bad, because Plato was going through it. He was talking about the pyramid. If you literally look on Google, when you see Plato, this is exactly how he looks like. He has a pyramid in his hand and he's talking about our awakening. But the Romans, Caesar, took that information and all these people started taking it and they started using it in their own like witchcraft way. Like, not witchcraft, sorry, witches, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I'm sorry. Satanic way, and they started doing their own evil like work behind it, and they started making Satan rituals off of it. But it ultimately came from the source, which is Sophia. Like I said, Sophia is the original term of Lucifer, because these evil men, these demonic fat pigs, literally twisted everything and then dumbed down the women. I talked about that in the last episode. So boom, you have March 21, 2020, right? March 21, 2020, everything gets locked down. I'm tripping out because when Foster eBay talked about the whole Gregorian thing, I was like, yo, so the Mayans were right. They were totally right. Because not only because like I thought it was wrong, but it started in December and it hit really hard in March. So let's bring it back to right now, right? The next vision is the new big events. This is the episode title, the big event coming soon, right? The big event, I truthfully feel like it's gonna happen. And if you ask any spiritual people, they're gonna talk about 12/21/2020. But really, what they're not telling you is that the big event, like if you want to see like a whole grand, like, oh my god, like, mark my words, when it happens, remember this video, because I said this last time to people, and it's so crazy because I talk to people about what I said and they kind of like ignore me, and this ignorance is gonna lead you to destruction, okay? I don't care what you say, okay? 12/21/2020 is going to be a big, oh yeah, it's going to be big. I'm not saying 12/21/2020 is not going to be big. There's going to be something big, of course. Oh my god, the vaccination. Oh my god, aliens. Oh my god, the government keeps lying. Trump whatever, or Biden whatever, right? But I'm going to tell you this right now, the big worldwide event, meaning the grand shift for our ascension and our extraction, is not going to truthfully hit till March 21, 2021. Why do I say that, awesome avatars? Well, if you listen to the beginning of this video, I literally said the Gregorian calendar, this is facts, okay? I ain't bullshitting. The Gregorian calendar literally pulled us back 3 months to fuck up our whole timeline. That's what the Romans did to Christ. That's just, you have to realize that, y'all. So yes, exactly. So boom, Aries starts the new year. Okay, so Aries literally starts on March 21st, 2021. Okay, and then it will end again if there is going to be a year. I ultimately don't think there's going to be another year after this. I think years are bullshit. I think we have to go by the 12 houses of the signs, because that's how it all, that's how, I'm not an astrologer. I'm just saying that's just how everything was prior to the ruling of the Romans. Everybody knew about the astrology. They didn't praise it. They just, the stars, we were born from the stars. Like I said, the personality of your traits in astrology literally explains the whole breakdown into what we are nowadays. That's why everybody's like, oh, I'm a Leo, I'm a Capricorn, I'm a this and that, I'm a this and that, right? The reason why people say that is because they're talking about their personality. They're trying to work on their self, their personality. And boom, why would like things prior to Roman control have that really focused, right? It is what it is. So boom, so the big event to me is gonna happen, okay, on March 21st, 2021. 12/21/2020, yes, we're gonna find, there's something epic's gonna happen. It could be a whatever, like I said, alien invasion, to anything so ignorant to make us dumb down our consciousness for us not to go into the truth of our powers, right? They'll do anything to confuse you. That's why they put the mask on you, so you can't say shit. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, don't hold back. You have to talk, because this is the time to talk. The universe, the veil is being opened. Look up the word apocalypse. The word apocalypse means the opening of the veil, the rising of the veil. Okay, what is that? When you open and rise a veil, what does that mean? That means you're pulling all of the, you're taking what was there and you're pulling it out, and now it's being open and the gates are open for higher energy to be here. It's right here, right now. Don't let nobody, you have to be aware of these signs, because if not, you're gonna be let behind. Now, I'm not saying you gotta be like me, but just a piece of your energy, a piece of it will help you, a piece of it. If you're just ignorant and blind and you want to believe in the blues and the red states, like, what? I'm a blue state, I'm a red state. Y'all sound stupid. I'm sorry, that sounds so dumb. Like, I'm a blue and a red state. Oh, but Tim, what are you talking about? This is gonna change our world. You know what's gonna change our world? You. That's what's gonna change our world. You. You don't need the blues and the reds. You need to breathe in that abundance and let out the happiness, because that's all that ultimately matters. Since you were a baby and your mom was taking care of you, that's all that matters, your love. But with you, your love, right? Hyperborea, let's go into Hyperborea. Hyperborea is a world where we'll all go. That's where we're going, to Hyperborea. A lot of us are already there. A lot of us are already there. A piece of my spirit is already there. I know this because at night when I dream or meditate, I immediately get extracted into the Northern Lights. And I'll go into the Northern Lights in the into the Aurora Borealis, and why the Aurora Borealis in the North Pole is literally the aura of Earth. Now, people say that the center of the Earth is, I'm gonna get to another video about that, but basically this video is ultimately about the big event coming up. Now, you don't have to believe me or not, but I gave you a little bit of simple facts that really show where my facts come from, and my credibility of all this wisdom comes from. And if you want to look it up, go right ahead and look it up. In another video, I'll talk about Hyperborea more. But Hyperborea is basically our extraction to the Northern Lights, or the Aurora Borealis, because the Aurora Borealis is the center of the universe, and it literally has a toroidal field, and it pulls up and pulls back in like an apple. If you crack an apple in half, you can see the shape of a toroidal field. If you look at any bacteria, any like Fibonacci sequence, a plant, it doesn't matter what you look at. If you zoom in, look, like if you, oh, I wish I can, like, there's this tree, there's this flower right there that literally has what I'm talking about. It's Fibonacci, it's fractals. Deep within fractals, there's a shape of a toroidal field. Okay, if you look at any crop circles, alien crop circles, all alien crop circles has a toroidal field, and it has that shape I'm talking about. But the center, if you put it into Earth, the center of Earth of where it comes into extract is literally in the North Pole. So the Aurora Borealis is literally the aura of Earth. And that's where Sophia comes in. Sophia is that's why it's so beautiful. When you look at the Northern Lights, you're like, oh my gosh, look at that. And not until recently, the Northern Lights has reached America. That's unheard of, y'all. That means that we're getting cleansed, okay? Hyperborea, we're going to be extracted. Now, is it going to be physical? Who knows? Is it going to be spiritual? Who knows? Is it going to be astrological or astral? Who knows? All I know is that the beauty of this aura is divine and it's true. And we are going to extract back to our aura of Earth. There's no other aura on Earth except the Northern Lights. They want to say because the belt, they want to say because the stars. They don't really have, these day people, the elite ruling class, like I was talking about the Moors and all that in another episode, they don't know they don't really know shit. They don't know nothing, okay? The belt is actually being loosened. If you want to talk about it, the belt is being loosened, okay? You have to understand that, okay? We're getting extracted. Hyperborea is coming. Look up the word Hyperborea if you want more information. Until that time, awesome avatars. I want to end this video because I don't want it, like I said, I don't like having videos so long, but I want to have enough time where I can explain stuff like this because this shit is real and y'all gotta understand the big event is coming and prepare yourself. Whatever, you don't gotta be eating healthy like me. Honestly, I really do suggest you try to at least. I don't want, because some people might think like, oh, he thinks he's a know-it-all. At the end of this, bro, I really don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm just talking about how I feel. If you think I'm a know-it-all, that's on you, okay? Like, if a person's trying to tell you to be healthier and you think they're an asshole, that's on you, okay? Because like, if I had that, if I had this wisdom, I would probably save my dad like 7 years ago. Because he was not eating right, he was taking medication from the veteran VA hospital. He was doing a lot of bad stuff. If I told him, yo, all you have to do is pick up an apple, pick up a papaya, pick up a mango, eat an avocado, drink more water, I would have saved him. So this is a personal situation with me, but I know a lot of y'all going through that, okay? So be healthy, be one with yourself, and you'll be prepared for this grand awakening that's coming up very, very soon. You can see the world changing. If y'all don't see that, look at the political party. Like, look at it's aligning step by step. Even in all religions, it talks about this. Even in all science, it talks about this. Alchemy talks about this. The stars talks about this. Why aren't you believing? Or not believing, why aren't you knowledgeable about it? Because the belief is done. The age of belief is Pisces. We're leaning into Aquarius. Aquarius is the age of knowledge. That means we don't have to believe in nothing no more. If you don't get it, then you're done. Okay, if you're not knowledgeable about this, then that was the whole purpose of the prophecy. You're gonna go to the wide and spacious world. You're not gonna go to the narrow road where it's literally where all the lions are at. You're gonna be a sheeple with all the lambs going bah bah bah. Where is my leader? Bah. No, I'm running with the lions. We're lions. Okay. Zion. What is Zion backwards? I'll wait. Noise! We gotta make some noise, y'all. In order to change yourself, you have to make noise. Zion is noise. It is not about Matrix and Neo and stuff like that. It's literally what it is. Words in this English dictionary has twisted our minds. Realize that, and you'll understand. Use gematria, whatever you want to use to realize what I'm saying. But that being said, awesome avatars, I'm gonna end this video with a grand breathe of abundance. And to let out the happiness. Awesome avatars, this is season 2, new beginnings. We breaking barriers in here. We taking orgons, we throwing it in the sky, and we carrying it. We doing a lot. We going back to Hyperborea. This is what we do. All right, I'm out. High energy. Let's go.
Baptize me in the mud. Wish me down, lift me up. Miracles on a hush. Cause we about had enough. Notifications for no registrations be up and rising. Let go of frustrations and all allegations, we all in alarm.